Let's see. Okay, there we go. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I just want to do a quick update video here of what's going on with the channel. And guess what? It has to do with the new Tesla CyberTruck. You're going to want to watch this one. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be lots of differing opinions. Let's agree to disagree to not agree and never ever disagree when we agree again. Boop. All right, let's start with this. First of all, let's just get the tough stuff for most people out of the way. Yes, I did order a Tesla CyberTruck. That's right. I ordered, there's three different versions. You could get rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive 2 motors, and all-wheel drive like with 3 motors. The 3 motors is coming out a year after the first 2 come out. So I ordered the all-wheel drive with 2 motors. It's like $49,000. But you know, I mean, you just have to put down $100. So I ordered it. Now, why? We're going to get into the whole conversation about why. Obviously, I'm a truck guy. This is my 2017 Ram Rebel that you guys see behind you here. This is not my first pickup truck, believe it or not. Lola and I had a pickup truck that was also a Ram that we just, you know, rode around on the property and stuff like that. I've had a bunch of 4x4s that I'll probably get into some of that here. And then to Lola and myself, this is like the most useful vehicle we have. This pickup truck, this is the one that Lola drives every day to go to work. I drive it when I'm going off-road places to go shooting, or even when I'm just like doing stuff here on the property, when it's all of us, the entire family, hanging out, we're doing long trips, all of that, we use this. But I don't use a pickup truck like most people do for work and stuff like that, right? You know? So this is why I think that, to me, you know, if you think about like my relationship with Tesla, electric cars in general, it's probably somewhere in between everyone else. Let me just set that up. There's the people who hate it and will never ever get an electric car ever. They won't drive it. Any electric car they see out there is horrible, not interested. There's the people who love it. They're like, oh my God, we gotta save the planet and drive these cars. I'm in the middle of that. I like cars, I like vehicles. And that's why I'm doing StrangerPalooza. And I've been aware of Tesla, but Tesla has not made anything up till this point that's super interesting to me. So have I driven electric cars? Yes. I've got the e-tron from Audi here on the channel. I've done a few other things around that, but I've never been like super big into Tesla. So as all my friends here get mad on different sides, I think I have some friends that actually short Tesla stock. So they have a reason to hope that Tesla fails, and that to pray that the truck is going to be the thing that brings them down. I have some people that are interested in this because it's an all-wheel drive, off-road thing, and they want to see, is it any good? Is it real? Is it ever going to exist? And so for me, I think, you know, this is an opportunity for us to answer that question. Only cost me $100. It's fully refundable. We'll see whether or not. Lola is a little bit in doubt of whether or not that's going to happen. And so I put my $100 down, I ordered something. I'll let that play out here on the channel with you guys and see how long does it take. It should be like a year from now. That's the promised delivery date, but I don't really know. Elon Musk is not known for delivering on that date. We could talk about all the like crazy stuff that happened in the reveal, the stuff that made the news, like it's bulletproof, so I know my truck is probably not bulletproof. 9mm, you know. But hey, I'll take it, right? So the truck is bulletproof. They threw something at the glass, and the glass is supposed to be smash-proof. In their presentation, it didn't work. They said before that it kind of worked. I think they kind of like messed up the integrity of it. I'm not a ballistic expert, but I believe that if you keep going at ballistic glass, you're eventually going to smash it. So they probably lowered the integrity of that glass and then smashed it. So that was what happened and what everyone's all crazy about. My thing with the truck is I think it just looks so drastically different. I think that if you're going to make an electric truck like this, most of the guys who use pickup trucks, right, the F-150 is the most popular one, and then from Ford, and then I think Chevy has you know, their 1500s, and then obviously Ram has them as well. I think that if you're going for the pickup truck market, you're going to have a tough time competing with petrol powered, right? Because most people know that even if they're towing a lot of stuff and they lose efficiency, there's lots of places they can go and charge it. So
you can go and fill up.
Yeah, they can go and fill up, right? But if you get something that's an electric pickup truck and you're towing something real heavy and all that kind of stuff, or you're going long distances, you're going to run into that problem. How do you recharge it? And convenience is the most important thing for a lot of folks out there, and power and the capacity and what they can do with it and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think it's going to be easy if you're making electric trucks if you try to compete directly with what already exists out there. First of all, the trucks that are being made in these days and times, we're at the end of 2019, not just trucks, the cars and all that are being made, in my opinion, are pretty close to perfect and awesome. There's some things I don't like. I don't like start-stop and all that. So I don't really see a lot of folks out there upgrading stuff, you know? So for example, this is a 2017. I've thought, oh, should I upgrade this and get like a 2019, 2020? I really like the new ones have like a bigger screen inside. It's the size of like an iPad and all that. And Lola and I, we've test driven these things, and you should be able to find those videos on the channel. So here's the thing. So why didn't I upgrade this, right? It's a 2017. I like some of the things that are on the 2019s and 2020s, like the big screen, and they've got some other things in there. But guess what? They're putting start-stop in their stuff now, and I'm not a fan of that. I agree with all the folks out there who don't like start-stop, because I personally don't like it. I've had some bad experiences with it. So I'm not going to upgrade this. You know, if I want to, I'll figure out, oh, how can I get a bigger screen in there or whatever. I don't know if I really need it. But so I'm not planning on upgrading it. I think lots of folks out there, the cars that are being made these days, you don't really need to upgrade them. As a matter of fact, the newer ones are losing some things. They don't sound as good. They have start-stop and all that nonsense in it. So I'm not going to do it. But I would, if Tesla came out right now with the Cybertruck and they're like, okay, you're on the list. You've got to, you know, put up or shut up. Would I actually get one? Sure, because it would be fun, I think, to do videos with it, to take it off-roading with my friends. I've got friends that are serious off-roaders that I've shared with you guys here on the channel. I'll continue to do that. I would love to see what they think about it. I would love to see, you know, does it actually work? Can we actually use it? Can we drive long distances with it? Can we tow stuff? How easy is it to modify? And the reason why I would do it, and I think the point I'm trying to get to is, if you're going to build a pickup truck that's completely electric and you want to actually sell it, I think you want to think outside of the box, right? So I know folks, when they look at the shape of it, they say, hey, this is something from the 80s, from an 80s cyberpunk, you know, post-apocalyptic movie. Exactly. The guys who are going to buy this stuff, let me see, people who are in their 40s, approaching their 50s, or approaching their 40s, grew up in the 80s, liked all that cyberpunk stuff, Blade Runner, and all the other movies that came in the 80s and 90s, and maybe now they have the money to buy that kind of stuff. Maybe they would want to go for something so radically, drastically different. And I think that's why these guys went in that direction. So I know folks out there think it's really ugly. I like it. There's a reason why I'm called Hank Strange and why we call the channel StrangerPalooza. I would go in for all that craziness. And regardless of how it looks and what happened with the presentation in terms of the glass and everything, I think that there's some features of that truck. It's right in the price category of one of these. If I bought this today, I'm probably going to spend $50,000, $60,000. So for $49,000, I'm getting a foot longer bed than this one has, being the crew cab, right? This has like a 5-foot, 7-inch bed. I'll show you guys that. This is a little weird because it's got the Ram box, so I like that kind of stuff on it. You know, I think that you could probably easily sit 6 people in here. They're saying that the Cybertruck can easily sit 6 people. This kind of has that, right? Driver, passenger. You can actually get someone to sit on that big thing there in the middle. and it's not going to be as comfortable as the CyberTruck looks. And definitely you can get 3 people in the back here if you come back here, Lola. So you can get 3 people back there. So, but I think from what I saw, it's supposed to be roomier. So we'll find out whether or not it's roomier, what kind of storage things they have. I like the Rams because like you've got like storage down there. You know, I've got storage here, my Ram boxes, even though I lose some benefits by doing all of that. And by the way, on the channel here, I'm going to be upgrading the truck. So they've got their tailgate actually comes down and you can drive. There's this ATV that they have, and this is for me watching the video. I don't know exactly what's going to come out. That's what I think is going to be interesting. But anyway, there's a ramp that comes out of the tailgate on the CyberTruck, and then there's an ATV that you could drive up into the CyberTruck and then plug it in and all that. I thought that was cool, and it looks like they're actually going to sell that. I think in the beginning, you're only going to be able to get it if you get the truck as well. I'll be very interested in that too, right? Electric ATV. There might already be some of those out there. I wish, though, that they would have done, you know, it's electric. They could have done like one big wheel in the back, and then the 2 wheels up front, reverse trike. Anyone? No? Okay, no one's probably into that except me. But anyway, I thought that was interesting as well. You could plug it in, charge it. Elon Musk says, oh, you know, put some solar panels in there, all that. So here's my thing. I don't know how the lighting is here, Lola, but I'll wrap everything up here. So, come on, Sailor. So my thing is, I think ultimately this is something interesting and we really can't lose. All the burden is on Tesla and their enemies. So there's people who hate it because they want to see the company go out of business, or they want to make money from the company going out of business by shorting it. There's the folks out there who love it. I've never had a Tesla. I'm not a fanboy. If I loved their stuff, I would have already bought something. I think that my friend Twang and Bang, he bought a Tesla, and he said, hey, this is an American car, you know, and he seems that he's enjoying it. And I know there's lots of folks out there who enjoy it. This electric thing's happening whether we like it or not. I'm in the middle, I think, and I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with the CyberTruck. If they can actually build it at the cost that they say, if it's going to actually have the features that they say, if it's actually going to look that crazy and that radical, if it's something that actually comes to fruition, I would enjoy making videos on it, maybe modifying it, doing some other stuff, sharing it with you guys. And if it doesn't, I'll also share that with you guys. So yeah, I'm going to invite you to make your comments. I've gotten lots of feedback and everything. Walter from Dirtfoot Racing and SHF, he says this is a no. This is a no-no. He hates it. You know, and then there's some people who think it's really cool, all that kind of stuff. Let me know what you guys think. It's all good. We'll see how this plays out. We'll see if you're right, if they're right, who's right. I think in the end, we can't really lose if we're entertained, right? We'll be entertained. In the meanwhile, I'm going to give you guys a quick little sneak peek at something here. So you got to like watch this all the way through to the end, and I'm going to show you something really cool that I've got here that I'm looking at over Lola's shoulder. But don't forget to leave your comments here, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you can be notified every time that we go live here. We're trying to build up the StrangerPalooza channel. We had to like separate that from the regular Hank Strange stuff that we're doing. So that's what's going on with all of this. On behalf of myself, Lola, and all that, thank you very much for watching the video. I don't know how long it's gone, but we're out of here. Peace. And I'm going to show you something right now. Come on, Lola. Okay, I'm going to make a separate video on this, but there's my new apocalypse vehicle. Lola, what do you think? Kaboom! Way better than a Hummer.
Little baby
it's awesome,
Hummer.
right? So, I'm not going to make this long. It's a 1990 Suzuki Samurai. Yes. I'm gonna call it something like my baby Ronin, you know, because like Ronin are samurais that don't have a home. We can't get Suzuki Samurais in America anymore. But I've got this 1991, almost 30 years old. In a few months it'll be 30 years old. I can put antique plates on it. I'll do a whole video on that. I'm out. See ya.